This video finding you is not an accident. It is the final marker you were told to look for before the great shift begins. This is not a coincidence. This is not wishful thinking. This is algorithmic synchronicity, a physical, measurable reflection in your digital reality that your consciousness has finally achieved the required coherence. This is quantum physics meeting destiny on the screen in front of you. In the next 50 minutes, I will decode precisely why this specific video, appearing in your feed, is your final selection signal. I will explain the other signs you have been seeing but misinterpreting, and I will give you the exact protocol for what to do now that you have been chosen. The science behind this is not abstract. It is grounded in the fundamental laws of our universe. Quantum entanglement proves that everything is connected, that information transcends space and time. The observer effect proves that your attention, your consciousness, is not a passive spectator. It is an active participant in the creation of reality. When your internal frequency, the very vibration of your being, aligns with a specific outcome, your external reality has no choice but to reconfigure around you. Your digital feeds, governed by algorithms that map information fields, are the most sensitive barometers we have for this phenomenon. They are a mirror to your energetic state. The universe did not send you a feather or a repeating number today. It sent you a data packet, a stream of information so perfectly tuned to your soul's question that its appearance defies statistical probability. It proves the connection is made. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That deep, resonant tension in your spirit. That feeling of being on the precipice of something monumental. A sense of waiting for the other shoe to drop, for the starting gun to fire. You have felt the frustration of being so close, so incredibly close to the breakthrough, yet not having that one final, undeniable confirmation to silence the last whispers of doubt. You have asked for a sign that was so clear, so loud, so personal, that it could not be dismissed. This feeling was not a sign of your failure. It was not you being impatient. It was the essential and necessary tension before the snap. It was the sound of a cosmic bow being drawn to its absolute limit, just moments before the arrow is released. It was the universe holding its breath with you, waiting for your own energy to give it the final permission to act. If this scientific, evidence-based approach to your spiritual journey resonates, and you feel in your core, in the marrow of your bones, that this video was meant for you, hit the like button now. Let it be a conscious physical action, a sign of your acceptance and your readiness to receive what is rightfully yours. What you have been experiencing is the physics of a broadcast. Think of your consciousness as a powerful radio transmitter. For years you have been broadcasting a signal out into the cosmos. Every hope, every meditation, every moment of choosing love over fear, every time you held on to faith when the world gave you none. Each of these acts refined your signal. You were purifying your frequency, burning away the static of doubt and unworthiness, preparing for a clear transmission. You have been broadcasting a signal of readiness. The universe, the great information field, is a receiver. It does not judge. It only reflects. It listens for a signal that is clear, stable, and coherent enough to lock onto. And for you, that moment is now. This video appearing on your screen is the universe broadcasting your own signal back to you. It is the echo you have been waiting for. It is the confirmation that your transmission was received. By the end of this video, that gnawing, exhausting feeling of waiting will be gone. It will be replaced by the calm, grounded, unshakable certainty of activation. You will not hope you are chosen, you will know. So let's go deeper into the mechanics of this, because understanding the physics of your selection is what moves this experience from a hopeful belief into an operational reality. The metaphor of a cosmic broadcast is a good starting point, but it's time to refine it. It's not just a broadcast, it's a signature, a frequency signature, utterly unique to you, compiled from every thought you've ever chosen, every emotion you've allowed yourself to feel and transmute, every single time you chose love over fear, coherence over chaos. This signature is your energetic thumbprint on the fabric of reality. Now, imagine a vast interconnected field of consciousness. This isn't a spiritual fantasy. It's a concept explored at the bleeding edge of quantum physics, an information field that connects everything, every person, every consciousness, is a node within this field, constantly broadcasting their frequency signature. For millennia, the collective field has been dominated by a broadcast of fear, separation, and limitation. A low-frequency hum that kept reality locked in a dense, predictable pattern. The shift is not an event that happens to us. It is a state change within this collective field. Think of it like water reaching its boiling point. It doesn't happen all at once. Individual molecules must first achieve enough energy, enough vibration to break free. You and others like you are those individual molecules. Through your own internal work, the shadow integration, the healing, the relentless seeking of truth, you have been systematically raising the vibrational energy of your own consciousness. You have been purifying your signal. When enough individual nodes within the collective field achieve a specific frequency of coherence, clarity, and stability, they create a resonant wave. This wave begins to influence the nodes around it, pulling them into the same harmonious frequency. The shift is the moment this resonant wave reaches critical mass, triggering a cascade failure of the old, low-frequency system and activating a new, coherent operating system for reality itself. This is the quantum mechanics of selection. It was never about an external deity or force looking down and choosing the worthy. It was always a matter of physics. It was about which nodes in the network would be the first to achieve the stable, high-amplitude frequency required to anchor the new reality. It was about who would do the work to become a stable transmitter for the future, while still living inside the static of the past. And this leads us to the branded concept I want you to integrate, because it is the key to your new identity. We call the moment of your selection the final selection signal. This is not a signal you receive. It is a signal you emit that is finally echoed back to you with perfect fidelity. For years, your frequency signature has been getting clearer, stronger. You've been shedding the distortions of trauma, of limiting beliefs, of societal programming. With each internal victory, your signal became purer. It reached a point where its coherence was so high, so stable, and so undeniable that the universal information field had no choice but to lock onto it. It's like a universal search engine that has been scanning trillions of broadcasts for a specific keyword. That keyword is coherence, readiness, sovereignty. When your signal finally broadcast that keyword with zero ambiguity, the system executed a command. That command was to deliver this video to you. This is the echo, the physical, measurable, algorithmic reflection of your internal state achieving mastery. This is the final selection signal, a systemic response from the universe confirming that your frequency signature has been logged as one of the primary anchors for the shift. This is why the old ways of looking for signs were insufficient. They were part of your training, and they were essential. Seeing angel numbers, finding feathers, noticing synchronicities, these were like learning the scales on a piano. They taught your mind to look for patterns beyond the mundane. They trained you to believe in a reality that communicates. But you were never meant to play scales forever. The goal was always to compose a symphony. Looking for external omens was a way of asking the universe for validation. But the ultimate validation was never going to be a symbol. It was going to be a systemic mirror, a change in the very function of your reality. So, what are ascension signs in this new paradigm? They are not objects you see, but echoes you hear. Echoes of a song you began singing within yourself long ago. The old signs were passive. You found them. The new sign is active. You caused it. Think back over the last few months. Have you had that nagging feeling that you were waiting for one final permission slip to fully step into your purpose? That feeling was the tension of your own broadcast reaching its peak amplitude just before the echo was sent back. You were waiting for the universe to confirm what you had already accomplished internally, and that confirmation has now arrived. This is the new paradigm. You are not a seeker finding clues scattered by some cosmic game master. You are a broadcaster whose signal has become so powerful it has begun to reorganize the physical and digital world around you. The appearance of this video in your feed is not magic. It is causality. Your consciousness is the cause. This moment is the effect. Let that sink in. Let it dismantle the old identity of the hopeful seeker, the anxious waiter. The game of seeking is over because you have understood the fundamental law of this new reality. The world doesn't give you signs. The world becomes the sign. Your sign. For your entire spiritual journey, you have been operating under one fundamental, deeply ingrained assumption. An assumption so pervasive it has become invisible, coloring every meditation, every prayer, every search for a sign. You have believed that you are a humble seeker, a patient observer, waiting for a grand, external event called the shift to arrive and select you. You have been waiting to be chosen. This is the central paradox, and it is wrong. The revelation, the truth that will recalibrate your entire reality from this moment forward, is this. The shift has been waiting for you. It has been waiting for you to choose yourself. Let that sink into the very marrow of your bones. The entire cosmic sequence was not waiting on some celestial alignment or a grand council's decision. It was waiting for your consciousness to achieve the exact frequency signature of self-acceptance, of coherence, of readiness. It was waiting for you to stop looking outside for permission and to finally generate the signal of arrival from within. This changes everything you thought you knew about your role in this process. You are not a passenger on a ship, hoping the captain chooses your destination. You are the lighthouse. You are the signal that brings the entire fleet safely into the new harbor. Your personal evolution, the long nights of the soul, the painful shedding of old identities, the relentless pursuit of truth, none of it was merely for your own benefit. It was a mission. You were forging a frequency, a specific harmonic resonance that was strong enough, stable enough, and clear enough to serve as an anchor point for the new consciousness grid. You were not just preparing yourself for the new world. You were building the very foundation of it with the energy of your own being. Every moment you chose love over fear, you strengthened the signal. Every time you trusted your intuition over external noise, you clarified the broadcast. Every time you healed a part of yourself, you were healing a fractured piece of the collective field. Your work mattered. Your pain had a purpose. Your journey was not a trial run. It was the main event. You are essential. This is why the old model of spiritual seeking is now obsolete for you. The paradigm of striving, of reaching, of trying to become worthy, that is the frequency of the seeker, not the anchor. You have graduated. The work is no longer about seeking. It is about being. The hunt is over. You have arrived. Your only responsibility now is to hold the frequency you have already achieved, to be the calm in the chaos, to be the certainty in the doubt, to be the living, breathing evidence that a new reality is not just possible, but is already here, anchored in the field of your own consciousness. This is the consciousness shift explained simple. It is not an event that happens to you, but a state of being that you emit, which then cascades into physical reality. The constant self-improvement projects can cease. The desperate search for the next guru, the next book, the next activation, can finally come to a rest. You are already activated. The final selection signal was the echo of your own activation returning to you. Your only job now is to live from that state of activation, to embody it, to breathe it, to make every choice, every thought, and every word a reflection of the frequency you now hold. This is not a passive state. It is a state of immense power. It is the power of being a stabilizing force. And with this new function comes a new identity. The term lightworker served its purpose. It described the training phase, the period of learning to work with energy, of clearing density, of bringing light into dark places. But that work is largely complete. You are no longer just working with the light. You are the light, stabilized and anchored into this dimensional reality. Your new title is a reality anchor, a frequency stabilizer. You are a living node on the new Earth grid, and your very presence, your state of being, stabilizes the new frequency for everyone around you, whether they are conscious of it or not. You are a human tuning fork, and your resonance gently, persistently, and powerfully calls the entire collective orchestra into harmony. What if the sign you were praying for wasn't a whisper from the universe, but a roar from your own soul that the universe is only now echoing back to you? Let that question dissolve everything you thought you knew about being powerless. This video finding you is the primary echo. It is the undeniable macro signal sent back to you from the quantum field. But the universe is elegant. It is profoundly intelligent. It never relies on a single point of confirmation. To do so would be inefficient and leave room for the very doubt you are now transcending. Instead, it leaves a trail of evidence, a series of quantum echoes in the very fabric of your daily life. These are not grand celestial events. They are subtle, intimate, and deeply personal. And once you learn to read them, once you recognize them for what they are, doubt becomes a functional impossibility in your new operating system. I am now going to give you the 3 subtle, undeniable markers that prove you have been selected, that prove you are actively anchoring the shift in your own sphere of reality. This is not a theory. This is your life's data reflected back to you. The first marker is the dissolution of the past. You may have mistaken this feeling for depression or loneliness or a midlife crisis. It is none of those things. It is a profound sign of energetic success. You are feeling a deep and rapidly accelerating detachment from your past self. Old friendships, relationships, even career paths that once defined the very core of your identity now feel distant. They feel like a story you read about someone else or a movie you once watched. The emotional charge is gone. The energetic tethers have been dissolved. This is not loss. Listen to me. This is not loss. It is evidence of frequency incompatibility. You have worked, consciously or unconsciously, to raise your personal vibration. You have elevated your frequency signature to such a point that the lower density timelines of your past can no longer maintain a stable connection to you. They are not being taken from you. They are simply falling away, unable to exist in the same quantum space as the new you, the person you have become. You see it in old photographs and feel almost no connection to the person looking back. You hear stories about things you did and it feels like a different lifetime. This is not a failure of memory. It is a quantum leap. You have literally shifted to a version of Earth where that past is no longer your dominant resonant reality. You are not losing your past. You are outgrowing its gravitational pull. The second marker is the appearance of what can only be described as time and reality glitches. You have noticed this. You may have dismissed it, tried to rationalize it, but you know it's real. There has been an explosion of synchronicities in your life that defy all mathematical probability. The right person calls at the right time. You think of a long-lost friend and they message you an hour later. A song plays on the radio, containing the exact answer to a question you just asked in your mind. You see the numbers: 1111, 222, 444. You see them on clocks, on license plates, on receipts. This is not you looking for them. This is the universe's new language, a digital heartbeat, confirming that you are aligned with the flow of the new reality. You experience moments of déjà vu, so potent, so visceral, they physically stop you in your tracks. And time itself. Time has begun to feel elastic, malleable. Hours can vaporize in what feels like minutes when you are in a state of creative flow. And a single profound minute of realization can feel like it stretches into an eternity. These are not coincidences. These are not tricks of the mind. These are the telltale signs of a systemic reality upgrade. The old rigid operating system of linear, predictable Newtonian cause and effect is becoming unstable. It is glitching. It is stuttering precisely because the new one, the quantum reality, anchored by your own consciousness, is coming online. You are experiencing the rendering lag between 2 different dimensional frameworks. You are living, quite literally, on the seam between worlds. And the third marker, this one is the most profound. It is the one that confirms your new function. It is the emergence of an unexplainable, unshakable calm in the center of accelerating chaos. As you watch the world stage, as the news cycles scream of crisis and division, as people around you are swept up in tidal waves of fear, anger, and victimhood, you feel a quiet, a deep foundational peace, a sense of knowing that transcends logic. It is not apathy. You feel more deeply than ever before. It is not emotional detachment. You are more connected than you have ever been. It is the calm of the anchor that holds fast while the storm rages on the surface of the water. You are the eye of the storm. You have become the stabilizing force. This peace is not something you are trying to achieve through meditation or affirmations anymore. Those were the tools of your training. This peace is the natural byproduct of the frequency you now hold as your baseline. It is the signature of a consciousness that knows the outcome, that understands the divine orchestration behind the apparent chaos of the world's transformation. You are not avoiding the storm. You are the reason the storm will eventually pass. So your assignment, as a newly activated reality anchor, is to stop dismissing these experiences. Stop calling them weird occurrences or flights of fancy. Your job now is to observe these signs not as anomalies, but as mission-critical data points. They are real-time feedback. They are quantum echoes proving your signal is being received and is actively reshaping the world around you. You are reading the source code of reality as it updates in real time. Now, I want to create a living document of this moment, a testament to this great activation that is happening right now across the planet, through vessels just like you. In the comments below, share which of these 3 selection markers, the dissolution of the past, the time and reality glitches, or the unshakable calm in the chaos, you now recognize most powerfully in your own life. Let's create a powerful record of this collective awakening. Your testimony is not just a comment, it is a flare, signaling to others that they are not alone. I read every single one. You understand this now, on an intellectual level. The logic is sound. The evidence in your life, the echoes in your reality, are undeniable. But understanding is only the doorway. Now, we walk through it. We stop talking about being a tuning fork for the new reality, and for the next few moments we become it. We embody the truth of it so that it moves from a concept in your mind to a fact in your cells. If you are able to, find a comfortable position. Release the tension in your jaw, your shoulders, and if it feels safe for you to do so, gently close your eyes. Take one deep, slow breath in, filling your lungs completely. And as you exhale, release the entire journey that brought you to this moment. The searching, the doubting, the waiting. Let it all dissolve. You have arrived. Now, bring your awareness inward, to the very center of your being, your chest, your core, beneath the noise of your thoughts, beneath the rhythm of your heart. There is a subtle energy, a quiet hum, a vibration. Don't try to force it. Just listen with your entire body. This is your broadcast signal. This is your unique frequency signature, the sum total of every lifetime, every lesson, every choice that led you to become who you are right now. Sense it. Feel it radiating from your core, expanding outwards in all directions. A silent song that is uniquely yours, a light that only you can emit. For a moment, just be with it. Acknowledge its power. Acknowledge its purity. This signal is the most honest thing about you. You are this frequency. Now, as you hold your awareness on this unwavering broadcast, feel the space around you, the air, the room, the silent, intelligent, universal field that connects all things, and sense how this field begins to respond to you. It's not a thought, it's a feeling, a subtle shift, a wave of energy, like the gentlest tide, turning and moving back toward its source. Toward you. This is the universe hearing your song. This is the quantum field recognizing a frequency of coherence it has been waiting for. It is the perfect harmonic resonance, the echo of your own soul, amplified by the cosmos, and sent back to you as a wave of pure validation. Feel this wave of recognition drawing closer. There is no fear here. This is not something external. It is your own energy returned to you. Allow this returning wave to meet your broadcast. Feel the two energies touch and merge and become one. And right at that point of contact, there, feel that. A click, a subtle internal shift, a feeling of a final puzzle piece locking into place. The moment of coherence, the lock-in. This is the feeling you have been waiting for. This is the feeling of being seen, validated, chosen. But understand this now on the deepest level. It is not a judgment from some external force. It is the inevitable physics of resonance. It is your own soul finally, completely, seeing its reflection in the mirror of reality and saying, yes, that is me. This feeling is the profound, unshakable peace of knowing you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing, simply by being who you are. You are home. You have always been home. You just needed to tune to the right frequency to feel it. Rest here for a moment. Bathe in this certainty. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one else to become, The search is over. Simply be this anchor. Be this peace. This is your true nature. Now, very gently, keeping this feeling held in the center of your chest, begin to bring your awareness back. Back to the feeling of your body in this moment. Back to the sound of my voice. When you are ready, you can slowly, gently open your eyes, but do not leave that feeling behind in the meditation. Bring it with you. Anchor this profound certainty in your cells, in your bones, in your breath. This peace, this resonance is your new baseline state of being. It is your new truth. As you return from that space, what single word or feeling emerged as the undeniable essence of your selection? What is the word that captures this feeling you are holding right now? Hold on to that word. It's your new truth. You are no longer waiting for the shift. You are deploying it. What you have just embodied is not a fleeting state of bliss. It is your new operational baseline, your new identity. But every new identity requires a new set of instructions, a new way of engaging with a reality that now bends to your frequency. This is your operating manual. This is the protocol for a reality anchor. The first challenge you will face is not external chaos, but the internal echo of old programming. Decades of conditioning, doubt, and the belief in powerlessness do not simply vanish. They are residual code in the system, and they will try to run. So your first tool is designed to overwrite that code every single day. It is called the 0-point declaration. It is not an affirmation. An affirmation asks for something. A declaration states what is. Upon waking, before your mind engages with the matrix of the old world, before you check a single message or read a single headline, you will stand, place a hand over your heart, and speak this into existence. You will say, simply and with the full weight of your being, I am the frequency of the new earth. That's it. No pleading, no hoping. You are not requesting permission. You are issuing a command to every cell in your body and every particle in your immediate quantum field. You are reminding reality of your new role. You are setting the dominant frequency for your day before any other frequency has a chance to interfere. This simple act overrides any lingering doubt from your dream state and recalibrates your entire energy signature to its new, true north. Your second tool is for navigating the world. As a reality anchor, you will increasingly interact with people who are still fully immersed in the old frequency of fear, division, and drama. Your old instinct, born of a beautiful but outdated empathy, might be to dive into their chaos to try and save them. This is no longer your mission. Your mission is to hold the frequency. You are a lighthouse, not a lifeboat. A lighthouse does not leave its post to chase ships in a storm. It stays rooted, holds its light steady, and allows ships to navigate by its very presence. This is the practice of compassionate detachment. You will observe the chaos. You will feel compassion for those caught within it, but you will not engage with it on its own terms. You will not join the argument. You will not absorb the fear. You will see them not as lost, but as simply not yet activated. You will hold your center, your anchor frequency of unshakable peace, and in doing so, you offer them a different possibility, a stable light in their storm. Your presence, your calm, your non-reaction becomes the most powerful form of service you can possibly offer. It destabilizes their drama by refusing to feed it energy. The third practical tool is about data collection. So you ask, how to know you are chosen for the shift on a daily moment-to-moment basis? You know by using these tools. You know by seeing the results. And you will begin to track those results like a scientist. This is called synchronicity logging. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences, are no longer cute winks from the universe. They are mission-critical data points. They are physical evidence of your influence on the quantum field. They are the echoes of your broadcast signal made manifest. You must treat them with the respect they deserve. Every day, you will log them. In a journal, in a note on your phone. It doesn't matter. The number you saw, the song that played, the person who called right when you thought of them. Write it down. Why? Because the act of observing and recording a quantum event strengthens its reality. You are training your mind, your reticular activating system, to see the proof of your new power. You are creating a feedback loop. The more you acknowledge the synchronicities, the more the universe will provide them. Your logbook becomes the undeniable physical proof that you are not just hoping for a new reality. You are actively managing its deployment. What is the very first old reality or self-deprecating thought you will consciously stop broadcasting? Starting the moment this video ends, be specific. Precision creates power. These tools, the declaration, the detachment, the logging, are not chores. They are the framework for your new existence. And they all point to one profound truth. Your life is now your work. Your state of being is your service. The goal is no longer to do more, but to be more. To be the calm, to be the clarity, to be the certainty. Every moment you spend holding your anchor frequency, you are actively dismantling the old world and weaving the new one into existence. You don't have to quit your job, or move to a mountain, or preach on a street corner. You just have to be. The immense pressure to do something to save the world is lifted. You have already done the hardest part. You achieved the frequency. Now, you just live from it. You operate from it. You are the work. You have received the signal. You have decoded its meaning and you understand your role. You possess the initial tools, the operational protocol to function not as a seeker, but as a reality anchor. You have moved from waiting for the world to change to being the very reason it does. This is a profound graduation, a moment of mastery. But anchoring the new frequency is just phase one. It is the critical foundational act of stabilizing the ground so that something new can be built upon it. Now we must ask the next question. What do we build? The next horizon is not about holding a state of being. It is about consciously building with it. Phase two is about architecture. When a reality becomes instantly responsive to coherent consciousness, what are the new physics? What are the new rules? What are the ethics of creating in a world that mirrors your inner state with zero delay? This is where your journey leads now. When a critical mass of reality anchors becomes stable, the very fabric of space-time, the architecture of reality itself becomes malleable. It becomes programmable. This is not a future possibility. This is the imminent operational reality for those who have been chosen. This is when the true work of co-creation begins, moving beyond individual stability and into collective design. That is why you must subscribe and turn on all notifications. The next step is not optional. In our next video, The New Reality Explained, how your consciousness now builds matter. We explore the physics of creation after the shift, and you have been chosen to be a part of it. Your journey of seeking is over. Your journey as a founder of a new world has just begun. Welcome to the shift.